Hi, my name is Nancy Pappas. I'm with Senior Living Experts. And recently I had the opportunity to be on a meeting with my guest, Sara Silver, who is going to talk to us about her business today. Sara, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
So my business is called Computer Companion, and what I do is in-home and virtual tech instruction and assistance, primarily for older adults. I also do IT troubleshooting as well as help seniors with digital projects such as photo books and memoirs and recipe books and things like that.
We just got off of a Zoom meeting where we were talking about this pandemic. And now that we're getting into August, we're starting to realize how long term this is all becoming. And we talked about unintended consequences of the loneliness and the isolation. What's the best decision for our loved ones? So, talk to us a little bit about how your business had to change during this year and how it can be helpful going forward.
It's interesting you brought up Zoom because Zoom has kind of been a gateway activity for a lot of our seniors. Once they learn how to Zoom or to FaceTime for that matter, and they practice it a few times with family and loved ones, they're not quite as intimidated to try new things with their devices. And that's hugely helpful, kind of getting over that initial fear, because there are so many online activities that really, during this time in particular, can really help seniors feel more connected to people, increase their convenience, especially when they're in communities where they may not be able to leave, so they could do online shopping. But it's all about developing a comfort level. So I've been really pleased to have been able to help people remotely learn how to use Zoom, first of all, and get it on their devices. And then we just go from there. So I just feel like there's a little bit of an opportunity here. I know it's a very, very difficult time for people, but there is a little bit of an opportunity for older adults to just become more comfortable with their devices. And in some cases, their devices are their lifeline.
So here they are learning something new during this pandemic that they thought that they would never have to. You work up in the North Shore area and people are trying to make that decision of should I stay at home? Should I go? What if I don't see my loved one? Talk to us a little bit about what you're seeing in the area.
Well, I do still have clients in their own homes. And at the height of the pandemic, I did not go to see them in their homes. But now, as the weather is nicer, I often meet some of my clients outdoors. We try to socially distance. Or I have clients in communities where I can't see them. So we have to work virtually. So we either work by Zoom or I pick up their device and I'll load out a program called Team Viewer, where I will be able to actually work with them on their computer, control their computer, and demonstrate activities and watch them do activities online. So there's lots of ways technology can help. So I'm doing kind of a combination right now of virtually helping people and doing some in-person activities outside when it's a portable device. Of course, you can't bring your desktop computer outside, but you can bring a laptop, you can bring a tablet. And honestly, clients are doing so much more just with their smartphones, right? And they're all of a sudden really interested in finding out what their smartphone can do. So that's been hugely fun. And then I can work remotely on projects. You know, once we load a team viewer type program, they want to organize their photos, for example, or want to send photo cards. Those kinds of activities I've been helping seniors with too. So my business hasn't slowed down as much as some others have during this time, simply because technology is so relevant now, right? And so important for people.
Yes, well, thank you for bringing technology to our seniors so that they can stay connected.
I would love to do an initial consultation with somebody over the phone, for example, and see what their needs are and see if I can connect with them, virtually or in person.
So how does your business work? Is it something that they can refer to you after an initial consultation? Sometimes you learn something and then you forget. Are you available to them?
For all clients, new clients, the first two sessions I do for the price of one. And the reason for that is The first session, I'm kind of assessing prior knowledge, right? A good teacher always takes a minute to assess prior knowledge. I see how they use their device at that time. And then I go from there. And I never want to do those first two sessions back to back. I always want to have a week in between at least, so that whatever I teach during the first session, they have time to practice, or they have time to write down what problems they've been having with it. And then the next session we can review. So it's really important to have that time in between to practice and for them to figure out what more questions do they have. So I always encourage my clients, write things down, write down all your questions, then we prioritize what's most important, do that first.
Well, thank you, Sarah. It's always important for everyone to have a good IT person in their life, and helping seniors is even better. So thank you, Sara Silver, Computer Companions.
Thanks so much, Nancy.